My name is Alexis Wright. I am a senior graduating in 2025, and I am majoring in history as well as secondary education social studies, and I have finished my minor in English as a second language. I would say probably any course with Dr. Diamond. I took a few, but I guess I'll focus on history of the Holocaust with him. That course was very influential for me. I feel like I learned a lot about it, and I always thought that I knew like a lot about the Holocaust, and like a lot of history majors are interested in that. It's a very upsetting topic, but like the morbid curiosity brings a lot of history majors to it. But I only knew it on a surface level, which I didn't realize until I took the class. Because when we talked about it, we talked about like a long history of um like Jewish hate that had been building since like medieval centuries and like biblical times, which I never realized still had a play in Nazi Germany and how they viewed the Jews. And then we got into all the laws and the concentration camps and the rise of Hitler and all this stuff. And we ended with memorials that have been set up and dedicated to the Holocaust and the people that, work to preserve those lives and the people who unfortunately were killed during the Holocaust. Um, as for education, I would say probably principles of teaching was the most influential for that like aspect of my major. I had that with Dr. Leatherbarrow, and right before that, we had taken principles of learning, which was essentially understanding how the brain works and how students learn and how we can best like capitalize on that. But principles of teaching focused on now that we've learned how people learn, how do we actually teach? It's kind of hard to do hands-on teaching education because you don't have a classroom yet. But what we did is we would pretend like our peers were our students and we would teach lessons to them. And some of the lessons would be in groups with other peers, some of the lessons would be individual, just us. But I feel like that has prepared me for next semester when I'll be student teaching. That club is an international honor society for education, and I have been in it since junior year. Basically, what we do is we do a lot of professional development for teachers. Since the club is for education majors, we're all going to be teachers. So we do a lot of professional development. They recently did a suicide prevention and like recognition program that members of the club could get certified in. They do a bunch of volunteer hours. They recently did when there was the Halloween celebration on Main Street, we were giving out candy to kids that were celebrating. Um, and then they also do bulletin boards within Beaky. They work closely with the Dean of Education, with Dean of College of Education, to create initiatives like we're doing a Friendsgiving soon, or no, we just did the Friendsgiving. There's a hot cocoa event coming up soon. Um, Basically just creating an environment for the education majors to grow and get to know one another.